Hey folks, Doc Hansen here with another Good Time guitar. I got a very cool guitar for you here. This is a 1990 Martin Shenandoah D-2832, made in September 1990. Now, the Shenandoah guitars were made by Martin between the late 80s and the mid 90s. It was one of their attempts to make a lower cost Martin guitar. What they did, which is pretty interesting, at least up until the early 90s, is they had the parts of these made in Japan. The parts were then sent to the Martin factory in Nazareth, PA, and assembled in Nazareth, PA, and finished and set up in Nazareth, PA. So these guitars were made, were essentially made. The final manufacture happened in the United States, but the parts were manufactured, like the box, the neck. They were sent unfinished to the Martin factory in Nazareth, PA. So this, as it says in here, assembled and hand finished in the USA. Components made in Japan. So now this is a D-2832. The model numbers on these kind of parallel the regular Martin model numbers. So this is the Shenandoah version of a D-28. Now, a couple things that are different on this than the regular D-28. It does have solid spruce top. It's important. This was made in 1990. Once they started making these entirely in Japan for the final 2 or 3 years of production, they started using laminate tops. But this has a solid spruce top. Now it's got rosewood rims, or side and back, but these are laminate. So very common with Japanese guitars. Even the higher end guitars in Japan, certainly in that time, were made with laminate back and sides. And one of the reasons for that is that when Yamaha, for instance, started sending guitars over here in the late 60s, Takamine as well, that were solid wood, they found that guitars didn't hold up to the varying temperature and humidities that we have here in the United States. So it was more consistent in Japan, but so what they did is they started making guitars with laminate backs and sides, and they really perfected that. Yamaha was one of the first to really perfect the use of laminate back and rims, make them sound great sounding guitars. But just so you understand, this has laminate rosewood back and sides, solid spruce top, rosewood bridge, rosewood fingerboard, mahogany neck, and it's got the Martin labeled enclosed tuners there. And you'll see the headstock that says CF Martin Shenandoah. Now, the other thing that they did with these Shenandoahs is they all came with a undersaddle piezo pickup installed. So they were pickup ready, electrified, passive pickups. Now, I got this guitar, the piezo pickup was not working. I tried to get it working, but it didn't. And so what I ended up doing was replacing the piezo pickup with a K&K mini pickup. Those of you might be familiar with K&K. I use these on a lot of the guitars that I have. I use it on a couple of my guilds that I've got that are really my plain gigging guitars, just because I love them so much. They have really pure sound. And so what it consists is of 3 transducers that are glued under the bridge plate here, between the first and second, third and fourth, and fifth and sixth strings. And then, of course, it goes out to the end pin jack. So put the K&K in here, plugged it in, sounds great. Now, you're going to want to, with pretty much any passive pickup in an acoustic guitar, you're going to want to preamp it, right, before going through your amp, or however you're amplifying it. But so you're going to want to use a preamp to be able to adjust your bass, mid, and treble ranges, and however else you want to modify the sound coming through. But very clean, very pure sound from these K&K pickups. Other than that, boy, the action on this is perfect. You know, I was going to take the saddle down a little bit. Of course, I took the piezo undersaddle pickup out, which naturally lowered the saddle, and really brought it to just a little bit under 3/32 of the 12th fret. Just perfect, perfect action on here. Now the neck angle on this is really pretty good. It's maybe I'd say a 1/16 of an inch at most below the bridge. And I will tell you that the saddle's down pretty low. You're probably not going to lower that much anymore. But right now this plays great, you know. And the Shenandoahs, I mean, it does have a dual action truss rod in here, but the relief on the neck right now is really good shape. So check this out if you're looking for, if you always wanted that Martin D-28, but you're not going to want to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for that. This is a great alternative. It's a Martin-made D-28 model, Shenandoah, 1990, September. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Take care. Bye.